NX2.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming here today. I'm Chetan Maini. I'm the founder and the Chief Technology Officer of REVA Electric Car Company. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about our philosophy, our technologies, and our products this morning. REVA is based in Bangalore, India, which is the technology hub and is an Indo-US joint venture. We today are pioneers in electric cars and have over 70 million kilometers of user experience. We have over 3,000 vehicles running in over 24 countries today. All this experience has helped us understand how electric vehicles work in the real world and use these technologies to enhance the future products that I will show you here today. REVA's philosophy is that the world cannot afford conventional cars anymore. It's time has come that we look at green technologies to change the way we look at motoring. REVA has always been electric cars and will continue to do so. Going further, we're also setting up a new plant in Bangalore to manufacture 30,000 vehicles a year, which will be one of the cleanest plants today in the world. It'll be powered by solar energy. The cars will be cleaned using harvested rainwater, and every car that leaves the plant will receive its first charge using solar energy. This encompasses what we call is our Born Green philosophy. We'll take this further, and from next year we'll also publish the amount of energy and CO2 used to assemble each car, as well as the life cycle CO2 usage of electric cars that we manufacture. So, I'd like to now today talk to you about launching our two cars. Our first is the REVA NXR. This means next REVA is going to be available shortly, early next year. And I have my mother with me here, who I'd love to come here and maybe launch this car with me. For those who don't know, REVA is actually my mother's name, and we've named the company after her. It also in Sanskrit means a new beginning. Mother, please could you? REVA is confident, bold, futuristic, and very stylish. It's also very practical. It seats 4 adults comfortably. It's an M1 class vehicle, a 3-door hatchback. It has a range of 160 kilometers and a top speed of 104 kilometers, sufficient enough for most roads and city driving conditions. It can be charged using a standard household socket in around 8 hours, but it also has a dual charge port to do quick charging. So if you're having a cup of coffee, in over 15 minutes you can get 40 kilometers in the car today. This means a full charge, a fast charge, could be 90 minutes, an effective range of 300 kilometers in a day. The car also has optional solar panels on the top that can trigger charge your batteries, and of course the energy is free. So let me talk to you a little bit about the user-friendly technologies that we've incorporated in the NXR. Imagine you're at home and your wife calls you to say, let's go for a theater in the evening. You SMS your car and it sends you back a message that's going to take the time it's required to fully charge. And if you take it right now, the distance you can travel. It also tells you the cabin temperature. You can SMS your car back to turn on the air conditioning or heating to the right temperature you would like. As you approach your car, the car recognizes you with a key fob and unlocks it automatically. You don't have to remove the key fob from your pocket. You just press the start button and off you're going. And of course, while you're driving, your wife's going to talk to you and say, well, she's feeling too cold in the car. The car has individual climate control seats. You can heat or cool each seat with advanced thermoelectric devices. This also uses less than 1/10 the amount of energy that you would need when compared to conventional electric cars. You're then driving home and your friends ask you for a ride, and of course you get stuck on a detour and you're running low on charge. But you're not worried. You have what we call Revive technology. Revive is a first time introduced technology that's proprietary and patented by REVA. So how does this technology work? Well, people are really concerned about range anxiety, or what happens if I would run out of charge. So if such a situation happened, all you have to do is SMS us or call us. Using our advanced telematic systems, we access the car's data. And then by accessing this car data, we can then activate a remote amount of energy, remotely an amount of reserved energy in your car that can get you home. This also does it in a way that it protects the battery systems to ensure that it has maximum life. So in a few minutes post that, you see the range go up in your car and you're on your way home. So it sounds kind of simple, but actually it's kind of sophisticated technology. Understanding batteries, understanding how they perform is very critical to know the amount of reserve energy you have. Now that varies based on how you drove today, yesterday, and the last week. It depends how you charge the car. It depends how the temperature outside was. It depends if it's a year-old car or a 5-year-old car. So all this information is accessed remotely, understood in real time, and then communicated back, and thereby allowing you to go up. So let me show you a quick animation here of how this simple technology now works. That's it. Looks very simple, but has a lot going behind to really make it happen, making user experiences very, very simple. I'd now like to take you around a little bit, and sorry for the camera crews here, to look at our next car, the REVA NXG. So the REVA NXG is something very different. It represents next generation. And I also want to introduce you to Dilip Chhabria here. Dilip, for those who don't know, has been the person who styled this car, and is someone who's got over 600 prototypes on his back, including the Aston Martin V8 and the new Chevy Beat. And we're glad to have him here and host the press conference. We will be glad to take questions. I'd like again my mother and to unveil the NXG. So here we have something that's very futuristic. The NXG is a sporty city car. It's a two-seater. It has a top speed of 130 kilometers per hour, a range of 200 kilometers, good acceleration, but not something that makes someone very irresponsible in terms of energy. And like the NXR that we showed you earlier, it has all the other features, including climate control seats, dual charge ports, telematics, and revive. The NXG will be available in early 2011 in European markets. So we've seen some great cars here, and now you're wondering when you can get them and what's going to cost you. Well, the NXR intercity's prices would depend based on local taxes and subsidies, but average prices in Europe for the NXR intercity would start from under 15,000 euros without the batteries. The batteries will be clubbed into what we call a mobility package that includes other services, including electricity, insurance, telematics, and would be based on a country-to-country, based on different countries. Here we're teaming up with ZEM Energy that's going to help us look at second life of batteries. ZEM is a company that's been recently launched by Jan Olaf Williams, who's the ex-CEO of Think, to look at second life of batteries and reduce the amount of energy that you would look at how they could be used post-electric cars. We'll be rolling out mobility packages along with them in different countries starting off very shortly. We will also have a fully all-inclusive pricing of the cars, and this will be announced in our launches in each country after we start after the Frankfurt show.